In this video, I will demonstrate how to create an image using a technique known as Selective Color in Adobe Lightroom CC. You'll find an image where you want one part of the picture to be in color and another part to be either a different color or in black and white. Then go to the Edit icon and select the Color panel, and then click on the Color Mixer. Under the Adjustment drop-down, make sure that Saturation is selected. Here you have sliders for the colors of the color wheel. Now watch what happens to the reds in my photo as I move the slider to the left to desaturate them. You'll move all the sliders to the left that correspond with the colors in the photo that you would like to desaturate. I'm going to keep the colors of the building and the sky as they are. Notice that it doesn't go completely black and white. So you're going to go over to the brush icon to bring up this panel and then open up the options for the brush. It helps to have flow and density at 100%. Then scroll down to the saturation slider and pull it all the way to the left. You won't see any change until you go over the image and apply your brush work. So click and drag the brush over the colored parts in the photo that you would like to desaturate and turn into grayscale tones. You can use the bracket keys on your keyboard to change the size of the brush as needed. The left bracket will make the brush smaller and the right larger. Continuing adding the brush work, you might find that there are tiny little parts of the picture that you would like to zoom into. So using the Command or Control and plus signs on your keyboard will help you see the finer details in the image. And you can also turn on and off the overlay using the O key on your keyboard. This allows you to see where you've applied your brush work. Use the eraser to remove any areas that you've accidentally brushed over. If the eraser doesn't work, use your overlay and make sure that the blue dot with the white circle is selected before you erase. You might find areas of color that you will need to go over multiple times with your brushes. And I want to keep the coral color of the building and the blues in the sky, and this section is part of the building, but I'm still going to desaturate it so it balances out the other side of the picture plane. Once you've brushed over all the parts you'd like to desaturate, you can go back to the Edit panel and back to the Color Mixer, and you can adjust the colors that are still evident in your photo. Bringing up the orange saturation shows me that I have even more orange on the ground that needs to be desaturated. You can also go up to the Adjustment drop-down, and there are other options like Luminance, which you can play around with, and the hue of these colors as well. I'll once again return to my brush panel, and I'll scroll down to the saturation slider, making sure it's all the way to the left. I'll go over the areas that appeared after I had changed the sliders in the color mixer and desaturate them again. And once I have everything how I would like it, I'm going to export my finished work with my watermark. I'll save it to the Creative Cloud in my folder for this unit. And that is how you create selective color images in Adobe Lightroom CC.